being fair and balanced, and start
Amen.
being truthful. Our framers were not afraid to proclaim the truth. They were saturated in it. Benjamin Franklin gave this address to the Constitutional Convention and said, "In the beginning of the contest with Great Britain, when we were sensible of danger, we had daily prayer in this room." He's in the halls of Congress now. The people who are going to be making our nation what it is. And he says, we had daily prayer in this room for divine protection. All of us who were engaged in that struggle have observed frequent instances of superintending providence in our favor. And then he asked this question: have we now forgotten that powerful friend? Or perhaps, do we imagine that we no longer need his assistance? That's the question that I have for you today. Because we have forgotten that powerful friend, we do not find ourselves in an economic crisis. We do not find ourselves in a political crisis. And may I just pull the illusion away and tell you, we do not have a national security crisis in this country. What we do have, because we have forgotten that powerful friend, is a moral crisis in this nation. This moral crisis has led to a loss of honor in this nation, a loss of honor in our government. Honor. What is honor? Honor is integrity plus courage working together when the mechanisms of morality. What is integrity? The courage to not do what's wrong. What is character? Character is doing what's right because it's right. Regardless of whether it's popular, regardless of whether it's politically advantageous. We have a lack of honor in this nation, and it has led to the immoral leading of our Justice Department. We have now the immoral leading our IRS. We have the immoral leading our Congress, and we have the immoral leading our White House. And now, don't get ahead of me, this immorality has infected our Supreme Court. When the highest court of the land is no longer bound by the highest law of the land, and can declare without any conviction whatsoever that I have no rights unless I declare them. Because we have forgotten that powerful friend, we have forgotten that our rights do not come from government. Our rights do not come from the Supreme Court. Our rights come from God, and I don't need to declare them because our framers already have. But listen, losers point fingers. Winners fix problems. We have got to be about fixing this problem. It's time to stop pointing fingers and start working. We will never fix this problem until we stop forgetting about that powerful friend. We have got to recover our liberty. We have got to recover our faith. We have got to understand that we have an immoral government, but we are not a reflection of our government. Our government is a reflection of its people.
Yes.
And those people with honor, those people with character, those people with integrity are not reflecting very brightly. If a sparrow cannot fall to the earth without God knowing it, is it possible that a nation can prosper without his aid? We must fix this. Our future depends upon it. Our children are depending upon us.
Yes.
Sam Adams said, if we tamely suffer a lawless attack on liberty, we encourage it. Because you see, doing nothing is not doing nothing. He's explaining to us that sitting around and complaining and doing nothing is not doing nothing. It is actually being a cheerleader for tyranny. He says, if we tamely suffer a lawless attack on liberty, we encourage it, and we involve others in our doom. It is a serious consideration, he says, because ages and millions yet unborn will be the miserable sharers of our experience. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to explain to you, the liberty that we lose today is not ours. Because our liberty has already been bought and paid for. We are living in the luxury based on the sacrifices of generations before us. But the liberty that we squander today is the liberty of ages and millions yet unborn. I always find it ironic that our framers said over and over and over again, we are pledging life, fortune, sacred honor for ages and millions yet unborn. They gave everything they had to give because they knew the unborn had a right to liberty. And how do we treat the unborn today? We don't even give them a right to life. If we want to put honor back in government, we must put God back in our homes and in our education. Because patriots, it is now time to start reflecting God. So we have a government that reflects morality. If America is to perish from this earth, it will not happen because of bullets and bombs. It will be because we have forgotten that powerful friend. And it won't be because of me. It'll be in spite of me. Because I'm going to fight. I'm going to labor. I'm going to toil and give my last breathing breath to ensure that we have a constitution that will ensure that ages and millions yet unborn will enjoy the liberty that men and women have died so that we could enjoy as well. Daniel Webster addressed his people July 4th, 1806, and said, "Is our Constitution worth preserving?" Can I ask you that question today? Is our Constitution worth preserving? Yes. He said, "Then guard it as you would the very seat of your life." Guard it not only against the open blows of violence. Now, I'm not making this up, because you know truth is better than fiction, right? He said, guard it not only against the open blows of violence, but against those seeds of change. He says, miracles do not cluster. That which has happened but once in 6,000 years may never happen again. Such a government, once destroyed, he says, would leave a void filled, perhaps, with centuries of riot, despotism, tumult, and revolution. Is our Constitution worth preserving? You see, we have all the motivation that we need right in front of us. May I ask everyone in this room who is aged 25 or younger to please stand up? Go ahead, don't be shy. Stand up. Stay standing for just a minute. Stand up. I travel all over this country. I am sometimes away from my family for 3 weeks or more out of every month. The only motivation I need, I want to share with you because it's the only motivation that you need, are in the eyes of these young people. We have a responsibility. Our Constitution demands it. We don't have a Constitution to create a federal government. We have a Constitution. It declares within it to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity.
Yes.
Our liberty's been secured for us. Now it's time for us to pick up that mantle and secure it for them. So as you walk through your life from this day forward and you lock eyes with these young people, no matter where you go, the only question that can come to your mind is this: what have I done to secure their liberty today? It's a daily mantle, a daily charge.